This is an 8-way game of 300 points. One team consisting of 255 point Hulk from Avengers, the 225 or 300 point, in this case played at 300 point Hulkbusters from Avengers Age of Ultron, 350 point Pacific Rim Striker Eureka, 350 point World Breaker Hulk, Slattern from Pacific Rim, played at, this one is from 10th anniversary, the World Breaker 10th anniversary. Slattern also from Pacific Rim, played at 300 points. Juggernaut at 150 points, modified, however, the way that this has a certain predilection to do. Proclivity, we like to call it. Propensity. Call it propensity. We have Barbario as a sculpt-swapped proxy for Firstborn at 200 points, and 300 point Hulk from Age of Ultron. Rolling for initiative. Next is Striker Eureka. Striker Eureka also does not have super strength, though has energy explosion. There are lots of characters that likely will be adjacent to one another. That'll be interesting. 3 targets, 6 range, devastating. Put Striker Eureka at a corner so that he can see someone. Let's put him in that square, which is also a zone, which means that this doesn't need to place a peg in that zone. Alright. You should also check the zones it can see. Let me put them in there. Nobody in that zone. Source. That's it. Check. Can see this zone, which he is also in. One of his beads. The problem that this is observing now is that when a character is in a square that is also a master square, it seems that if you were to represent them with a character peg, it occupies enough space, the volume within the translucent Greek Fireflame character or zone peg slot tube, that this would become a problem. That this will not be able to extricate them the way this prefers to. However, put them here. Striker Eureka's turn. Eureka! Let's check his zone. Hulkbuster. We can see Hulkbuster in this zone. Before we look, let's check all the rest of the zones. You can see this one. Only Striker Eureka here. Anything else you can see? You can see this zone, which is a diagonal area linear area occupancy precedent. And then continuing on, the ancillary about the precedent, area linear occupancy precedent, parallel above occupancy precedent. There's nobody in there, so we won't check that. The corner zone, anywhere where there are large areas, and then there's a corner of blocking terrain that presents this alternate cross section of a zone. You gotta have those zones there. let's look for, what's his face? There are two objects. There's an object 6. Let's check adjacent to that. Does that character have super strength? Or opponent? Hulkbuster, I don't think has super strength. Or at least not on the first click. In a game against an opponent doesn't have to tell you. So check these 6. Here. If he wasn't here, then he's not in any of these 9. So up from here, check these 6. Let's check these 3. Here. He's probably still got first turn immunity. If you're not certain if another player has first turn immunity, you can ask them if they have first turn immunity. Striker Eureka can see this square. Did not check that one. We found Ironmonger, Hulkbuster Ironman. He's too far away to hit with a ranged combat attack. Striker Eureka has 6 range. No movement attack, but 11 movement. No super strength, but 12 attack with energy explosion and 3 lightning bolts. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. He has first turn immunity. Let's abs. Maybe hide in one of these rooms. How big are these rooms? We're hiding in one. Maybe he'll lose the, or base him. Then he's going to attack this person. Let's put Striker Eureka here. Hidden from Hulkbuster, but he could see out of here, so he's going to be taken out of this zone. Take Striker Eureka out of that zone. Turn this to its designated zone square peg slot. Now we're traveling here. Oh, that means he would be in here. So you can take him out of the zones you're in. That's 3. 7, 8. 8 there. Takes him out of this zone also. Well, he was in the master square, so he didn't have a bead. Zone tag. You're here now. Which means you can see and are now in this zone. Nobody else in there. Put one of your beads on this bag. Also means that Striker can see across the ocean. Buster. And took an action. Eat. Striker Eureka's turn. So here, I'm going to check the zone. You can see only Striker Eureka here. We're going to check. He can see a diagonal. Also, we're going to end. Only Striker Eureka in there. I have no move and attack. Let's see. Now see this zone. Good Juggernaut. And Hulkbuster. We're here now. Let's look for those guys. Take him out of this zone. And that zone. Search for, what's his face, any objects here? Look adjacent to objects. We have one object that is 7 high. Here. Check them. Stick them, check them both. Nope. That. Nobody there. Right. There's another object that is 10. Here. Check adjacent to it. They're both there. I don't think neither of those two characters have super strength. They still were next to it, like moths to the flame. It's an ancient, venerable, archetypal impulse they cannot resist. As a splinter in your frontal lobe, white-grey matter. What's the matter, brain, that you cannot assuage? This can't hit them just yet. But let's perhaps back up a little. This one will be just within range, maybe 6 away. That's 5 away. That'll do in case there's one of them has sidesteps. So let's stay so that even if he backs to increase the number of squares obtrusive to this person's aim by 2, I can still hit them. 4 squares away. It's just here. This could have flown over the maps to be over here. Because this has already been around here. Maybe someone has entered that territory at that time. Place your beings in their zones. So suave. You're in that zone with them. That's the, right. Anything else? can see this square. What is it? That is all. That is all for Striker Eureka's turn. Striker Eureka took a step out, found 10i here, like this. And get backed up a bit more. Only used 2 of 11 movement. Now that's economical. Juggernaut sidestepped here, then made a move action for 6, 7, 6, 7. Helmet gives him willpower, doesn't take pushing damage. Now we're making a close combat action against both Striker Eureka and Hulkbuster. 19 into 19. 11 attack. That's 7. Hits 18s. Misses both 19s by 1. Failure. Then we made a charge for 5. Attacking Striker Eureka. Now that's 12 on a 19. Exploit weakness. We need 7. Hits with 7. Does anyone have probability control? No. That is 5 damage penetrating. He has running shot now. Running shot and the repeater, where he can make a ranged combat action, which this suspects he can do at close range. Colossals have the ability to... Do they have the target symbol? They might not. They can break away automatically, Colossals, and thus can just running shot away, and now he could penetrating Psychic Blast both of them, or Hulkbuster twice. Perhaps. This is not certain. That is for another turn. Next turn, Striker Eureka's turn. Let's check the zones that he can see. This character can see the diagonal here, the way that corners work. And so he can see this square because it's closer to this parallel area linear occupancy precedent, paralleling volume occupancy precedent, ancillary psychological principle tract. Quadrilateral geometrical configuration for the perception of translucent Greek fireflame canopy container lid casing frames, rather than this that is elevated furthest away from the particular translucent Greek fireflame canopy lid container frame containing this character here, character peg. Check this one. The beginning of the diagonal. Harrigan, Castigier, Tarlet, Equal. Go back in there. Check that corner. What else can we see? We can see this square. Breathe on out. Breathe on out. No, you can see this zone. We've got Juggernaut, Hulkbuster, and Striker Eureka. Well, that means Juggernaut and Hulkbuster are in this zone. Where were they last time? I think they were... Let's check next to the objects. We have one 7 high. You're on it. Let's check adjacent to you. And objects.
Oh, here's Hulkbuster. And there's Juggernaut. Oh. Those are the only two characters. Right. They're both there. Striker Eureka has 2 action tokens, however, also has colossal stamina, which means this can push again. He has a power that allows him to use 2 ranged combat attack, or he can use a ranged combat action and then make a free ranged combat attack. However, this is not certain if that is like Flurry, in that if you lose the power, he's going to take an unavoidable pushing damage as soon as he makes the running shot, if he can continue. No, he cannot make that attack, even if the power is lost, as with Flurry. Therefore, Striker Eureka will clear. Found Hulkbuster here, and Juggernaut there. And Striker Eureka cleared. Gets that. Then we found we found Striker Eureka first on this object. Then we found the Juggernaut here. Oh, wait, then we found Hulkbuster here and Juggernaut. Is he adjacent to Hulk? He is not on the board. So Hulk board's messing with us. The distance from this is correct, but the board, it says that Juggernaut can be 1 square away from Striker Eureka. Oh, that could be why. He's adjacent to Hulkbuster. Right now he's 1 square away from... It's misunderstood. It was the wrong diameter from the exterior perimeter of the quadrilateral geometrical configuration of these boards here. We found Striker Eureka there, Hulk here, and Hulkbuster cleared.
And the Joker got away.
Striker Eureka's turn. Striker Eureka can see this diagonal. Let's check it. We can see that's decided that you can see. See this one? See that one? Yeah, so you can see that one. Gobi Desert. What in the name of the crass, feverishly daughtry, demented, impetuous, deranged, flagrantly morbid, outrageous, raucous, immolating, wanton, unscrupulous, unscrupulous. Let's see that. You do. Feverishly daughtry, deranged, vile, loquacious, wanton, reckless. You can see this zone. We have Hulkbuster and Hulk. Oh, Juggernaut is gone. I was hoping to buy some Juggernaut off of him. Here's he sells it. Let's search for those characters. Hulk. We found Hulk. I think Hulkbuster, Juggernaut, but it's supposed to be a Juggernaut's not in this zone. We've got Hulk. What happens when the color you see it? We've got Hulkbuster. I think that was it. Juggernaut's not in this zone anymore. Is Juggernaut. You can see this square, and that square. Nobody's in there. So as you can see, this square and that square. Nobody's in there. Striker Eureka has running shot and a power that allows him to make a close combat, a ranged combat attack after he's made a ranged combat action as a free action. Some running shot away from here. If he can shoot Hulk. Let's focus the attack on this guy since he wounded this person quite a bit. Running shot 5 away. I can automatically break away from him. I'll be here. I'll kind of see on the way. It's going to be able to see. That's this zone, I think. Yes, you can see this zone as it goes here. Nobody in there. You can see these are. I think that includes these 3, so I don't need to check those. Then here you can see this zone. Nobody in there. Start getting up here. I think we checked these. That's all. We can see this. Once you get here also, you can see this. There's Hulkbuster. Nope, nobody in there. Nobody's in there. We're stopping, so now we are in this zone. It's here. And let's take a eureka in that zone. And change him. You can also see these. Nope. No, this one. When we were here, you can see that one. No. Put him in here. And we're going to. Those 5. He has a range of 6. He can shoot. He can shoot a character in that row. That is in that row if it is close to that square. In that row and in that row if the column is also less than 6 closer to this region or that region, and it is the edges of the map. I'm going to make a ranged combat attack on Hulkbuster. We found Hulk here, Hulkbuster there, automatically broke away, running Shat for 5. Well, I could do 6, but then this would be out of range. No, this chose 5, so with the maps it could get Hulk to here, and now we'll do Penetrating Psychic Blast, 11 attack on your 19 defense. That's 6, hits a 17, misses. Penetrating Psychic Blast. He has that would not successfully harm Hulkbuster in the way that it negating his defense powers because he has Invincible. Now time for that free attack. 11 on Hulkbuster's 19. He needs a 7. That's a 7. Hits you for 4 damage. Not exploit weakness. Not that it really would make much of a difference. Hulkbuster has a... is that a power? It might be a trait. It's part of his defense power. If he's hit by a giant, a colossal, working together, symbol, team base, type sort of character, or a vehicle, decrease the amount of damage by -1. That's 3 damage instead of 4. He has Invincible, so he only takes 1. That's 1 damage. That is Striker Eureka's turn. We took a power action to do a charge, and on the way found a Juggernaut hiding in there. Juggernauts. Finish the movement here. And even those two take pushing damage later. Now making a close combat attack with Giant Reach. 13 attack. Beep. Damn! 13 on your 18. Need 5 to hit a character with 18 defense. Got 6. Alright, so that's 6 damage plus the heavy object equals 8 damage. Beep. Okay. His defense power reduces any of the damage received by giants by 1, so that's 7 damage. And Invincible, he ignores half of the 7, which is 4 apparently, and so he takes 3 damage. Hypersonic. It's hypersonic now, and you take a click of pushing damage. Still 19 defense. And when the Hulk hits someone, you now choose give Hulk a rage token or take 1 unavoidable damage. This will give Hulk a rage token. Hulk now has the first rage token of the game. Out there, we found Hulkbuster immediately adjacent to you. Put him up here and found Hulk there. And then finished your free action there, then moved 7. There, stopped your move action, and then made a close combat attack on Hulkbuster. 17, 10 on your 17. Took some damage there. 8. That's 19. That hits Hulkbuster. Hulkbuster rolls impervious. Gets it. No damage. Hulkbuster is impervious. He's an impervious machine. It's a killing machine. And Juggernaut. That is the end of Juggernaut's turn. We're going to make a close combat attack on Hulk. Retaliation! What is this? 10 on your 19? Maybe I should use that knockout. This suspects you can't use knockout with hypersonic. Close combat attack. It can work with hypersonic. This needs at least 3 to harm him, and this only has 3 damage, so it can't reduce it by anything and expect it to do any harm. Perhaps it doesn't have to do him any harm, because it can get a... if I hit him, I get to use that power, which means then I can make another close combat attack against perhaps Juggernaut when I finish the action, or I could get +2 depending on what Hulk chooses. I'm going to decrease my damage to 0 and increase my attack to 13, making a hypersonic close combat action against Hulk's 19 defense. Need a 7. Hits with 9. That actually would have hit even if this didn't use the knockout punch power. Regardless, now that I've hit you, Hulk, I've dealt you no damage, though Hulk may choose. Would Hulk have? Yes, he would. It's difficult to say if this had chose not to. Perhaps that would have altered in some way the causality, that it would have resulted in different die rolls. This does not know. In any case, or does it? Dun dun dun! This over here. Hulk will choose now. Should this give you another attack or give you +2 to your defense, giving you back your 19 defense? This will give you... this will make you very hard to hit, despite everything. Well, Hulkbuster's gonna... and right there. It's his action token, and will now make a close combat attack on the Juggernaut with giant reach. For 1 damage, 10 attack on your 18 defense. Go! Critical hit! Right, so the Juggernaut, we will now roll for Juggernaut's invulnerability. That's Juggernaut's roll, 2, and Hulkbuster's roll, 2. They got the same one. Juggernaut's power, say if they get the same roll. If your result is lower, remove the helmet. So, if they get the same roll... oh, this was pointless! So that's it. He doesn't... it still doesn't harm him. Striker Eureka's turn. I'll check the zones you can see. Let's see in here. 4 characters. Hulk, Juggernaut, Striker Eureka, and Hulkbuster. Right. So, check everything else you can see. See this? Juggernaut and Striker Eureka are here. So that means he's probably within these 3. That. There you are. Alright. Striker Eureka can see. You can see that, and this. Nobody in there. As you see, you can see this zone. Striker, Eureka, and Juggernaut. Start checking around. Let's check adjacent to them both. There. No. Check up here. No. Around the object. 7. I think Hulk is adjacent there. Right. Now we need to find Hulkbuster. It's down here somewhere. Wait, no, he made a close combat attack, if this recalls last turn, but then he might have hypersonicked away. Let's check within 2. He can do that from 2 away. A giant reach of his. Check that one already. He's up here. We found them all. Found all the characters in this zone. Anything else you can see? You can see here. How many there? That's about it. The squares that are within the visible range, not obstructed by blocking terrain in the context of obtrusiveness. Striker Eureka has running shot, automatic breakaway, penetrating psychic blast, and the ability to make 2 ranged combat attacks. Let's have Striker Eureka. Running shot. 7. Running shot. Away from Hulk. We want to get as far the bit away from Hulk as possible. Okay, running shot. Let's see. He has 10 or 11 movement. 11 movement. He can running shot 6. Where can he shoot Juggernaut from? He could shoot as far as here, which he has the power to running shot to. So I'd like to end up running shot with Juggernaut. But then I'm directly on a diagonal. That's not a good idea. Let's have him. He could easily change on a diagonal. On the way, so we'll definitely be taking ourselves out of this zone. As well as this zone. Put that back in there. And Striker Eureka's zone bead rail. And we're going to see anything else. He will no longer be in this zone as soon as he goes here or here. Here he's going to be. As soon as we enter here, we can see this zone. Let's see what we got in here. World Breaker's in there. Found World Breaker. Around the world. And as soon as we get, and we can also see this zone. Got Slattern, Barbario, and World Breaker. Oh, it's a full party now. Movement. As soon as we move here, we can also see in here. Nope. Why can't you see? Moving the wrong character. That's not the character. It's this one is the one we want to move. There, perhaps. There. can see these squares. Probably see from here also, because Juggernaut has a diagonal to here. Search this zone for, well, they're not in any of these squares because they weren't in this zone. So let's start from here. This starts from here. Barbario. Barbario. There. World Breaker. And Slattern. The gang's all here. Happy birthday. And now making a ranged combat attack on both Juggernaut and Hulkbuster. We found Juggernaut right next to you there. And we found Hulkbuster. We found Hulk over here. This is the Juggernauts. We found Hulkbuster up there. And we made a ranged combat. We automatically broke away. Two over there. Where we found Slattern and Barbario. And this guy. And then now we're making, so you get this, and now we're making a ranged combat attack on Juggernaut. A 5, 11, hits 16. And now we are making a ranged combat attack on Juggernaut. Penetrating, not that he can't be targeted by penetrating psychic blast. 8. That hits your 18. That hits 19. So now we roll Juggernaut. Completely unstoppable roll. This is Juggernaut's roll is 4, and Striker Eureka's roll is 6. That means he loses a token. Now he's down to 4. Let's use the second ranged combat action. Should have used Penetrating Psychic Blast on Hulkbuster and then the other combat attack on Juggernaut. In any case, combat attack on Hulkbuster. 11 on your 17. 6. That hit 17. He is impervious. Does not get it. He takes 4 damage. Take 2. Hulkbuster must now be eliminated from the game. Take him out of any zones that he is in. He might be in this zone. Is he? Yes, he is in this zone. This on. Now only to ashes remain. Oh, oh, ember, so warm and tender, you will remember my name. You and Achilles. Anywhere else we should know about the other zones? I don't think so. The zones. That's all. Hulkbuster is eliminated. Make the tail. Does he still have that attack? He does. Tail whip attack. That hits with 11, likely. That's 22. It's both 18 defenses. Yes. Juggernaut will roll for Juggernaut's tokens. Juggernaut's roll 2. Slatern's roll 3. Slatern's roll is higher, and Juggernaut loses another token. Move it down to 3. Worldbreaker has Impervious, does not get it, and is hit with Slatern's damage. Slatern's printed damage, which is 5, so you'll take 3. 10 clicks of damage to this guy. And Slattern will take a colossal stamina push. He has Steel Energy now. Gonna hypersonic away and steal energy. Steal that 1 health I just lost back. Juggernaut will not be knocked back since he was not dealt damage. There's no knockback for Juggernaut. Unstoppable. This character is giant and can't be knocked back. That is Slattern's turn. Striker Eureka's turn. Check Striker Eureka's zones. We have Juggernaut, Striker Eureka, Worldbreaker, Hulk, Barbario, and Slattern. Striker Eureka can see this whole part of this column that continues until the square you would have to open is blocking terrain, and you don't continue opening it. No. Nobody in there. Look, let's check. They're somewhere around here. Just start checking a little bit. There's Slattern. There's Worldbreaker. There's nobody. Nyama Kaijo. Nyama Worldbreaker. Juggernaut. Barbario. Is that all? Yeah, that might be it. Yes, that is all. Striker Eureka can running shot. With the 11. Striker Eureka have any action? There's 1 more action available. He could hit the Juggernaut and Barbario. Let's back up a bit. Oh, the Hulk is down here, then Hulk's going to hit me. I'll stay right there. I'm going to use the penetrating attack on Barbario, since he likely has some kind of defenses this would want to penetrate, and then use the ranged combat attack on Juggernaut. Yes. We found World Breaker, Juggernaut, Slattern, and Barbario. First attack is going to be on Barbario, 11 penetrating psychic blast on your 17 defense. Need a 6. Oh, that's a 5. 5. That hits 16. He has 17 defense. Let's use the next attack on Juggernaut. That attack 11 on that guy's 18. Penetrating psychic, that's no point. What's the point? 9, that's better. Hits a 20. Rolling for Juggernaut's roll. Juggernaut goes first. That's a 4. Striker Eureka. 5. Juggernaut, that means Juggernaut loses another token and is down to 2. Striker Eureka takes another action token. It's yours, and that's Striker Eureka's turn. Did that without even looking. He's going to win on Barbario, 11 penetrating psychic blast on your 17 defense. Need a 6. Oh, that's a 5. 5. That hits 16. He has 17 defense. Let's use the next attack on Juggernaut. That attack 11 on that guy's 18. Penetrating psychic, that's no point. What's the point? 9, that's better. Hits a 20. Rolling for Juggernaut's roll. Juggernaut goes first. That's a 4. Striker Eureka. 5. Juggernaut, that means Juggernaut loses another token and is down to 2. Striker Eureka takes another action token. It's yours, and that's Striker Eureka's turn. Did that without even looking. Rolling for the sidestep. 6, gets it.
What's up?
World Breaker is going to make one of those attacky things on Slattern. 10 on your defensive powers. 9, it's pretty high. Hits 19. He has 18. This hit him more than it needed. And he's got penetrating psychic blast. Steel energy. That's 3 damage. He has a special power that says he can use Slattern reduces damage with invulnerable and then ignores all but 1 of the remaining damage after it's reduced. He's dealing 3, which might be the optimal for that, because it's reduced by 2 to 1 and then reduced to nothing but 1, which is what it would be regardless. And thus, now he has plasticity, though doesn't have move and attack. And you get kaiju damage. He has regeneration now, if you survive long enough to use it. Those guys. Slattern will now roll for his tail whip power. Wonder power. Oh, 11. It's both of them, I think. 11, it's 23. They both get hit with his printed damage. Juggernaut's roll. 2. Slattern's roll. 3. Slattern. You now have 2 remaining. You don't get knocked back. You don't take damage. This guy gets 5 damage. He's on his likely last click with the regeneration, and that's all. And you get colossal stamina pushing damage. Now he has exploit weakness and hypersonic, and steal energy, all sorts of things that work well together. World Breaker will now be eliminated from the game. Taken out of all these zones. These guys back. And then this one's back. Back in there. Go back. And that's closed. Case closed. And then this one's back. Back in there. Go back. And that's closed. Case closed. Striker Eureka's turn. Striker Eureka can see down here. Straight down here. Hulk. Found Hulk. These two. Nobody else. I'm gonna guess that there's nobody down here because last time this checked, all the rest of them were around here. Let's look there. If they're not. Two. There's Barbario. There. Everybody else. Let's check the zone. So before we do this, there is a character missing. He was eliminated, so I think this is it. We found Hulk, and then we did that in addition to Striker Eureka, Juggernaut, Slattern, and Barbario. That's all the characters on the map. I did not check any further any longer. Right, here we go. He's gone. Something happened to him. We have running shot. Let's see, we could shoot Hulk, and we could shoot Barbario. Let's shoot. Let's use the because penetrating psychic blast I think would work best on Hulk. Let's hit Hulk and Juggernaut. Barbario I think would work best with penetrating psychic blast. I have to like last time. And shoot Barbario. Let's shoot. Shooting Juggernaut and Hulk. We found Barbario lingering right here. We found Slattern and Juggernaut there. And none, that guy wasn't there. Hulk. So we're making Striker Eureka is going to use Colossal Stamina and is going to shoot on both Hulk and Juggernaut. Penetrating Psychic Blast shot, 11 on you. Got 7 and 11. That's 18. Hits your 17. or 4 penetrating damage. Take 4 penetrating damage. It means you get another rage token. He hits a stop click. Not the stop click, and another. Now that's 2 rage tokens. Too many rage tokens. There. Second attack. I'm gonna hit the Hulk again because this is both. He's gonna heal. He's gonna heal. No, you're not. 11 plus 3 and 4, 7. 11 plus 7, 18. He has 17, so that hits him for another 4 damage. He has invincible on this click, so he's going to take 2. It's enough of that both. And he takes colossal stamina. Exploit weakness. And, ooh, I have a energy explosion time. Where we found Striker Eureka right over there. Barbario here, which has meant that Striker Eureka had Battle Fury this whole time. And this wasn't limiting the attacks for that. Then moved here. Well, that's when they found out the Slattern was there. I think that was it. Right. And now we're making a close combat attack on Barbario. Critical hit. That's going to be critical hit plus 12. He has 12 attack on his 9th click. That's 24 attack for Barbario. He has 16 defense with energy close combat reflexes. Quite a dichotomy of defense and attack there. This might be a bit overzealous, Hulk. Calm down. Alright, so he's dealing 5 damage, and Barbario's taking 5 damage. 18, that definitely hits. It's a critical hit. It wouldn't matter if his defense was actually higher than 24. He could have 25 defense. Critical hits always hit. 5 damage, and he's KO'd by 2. Oh, peace out, mother. Beep. I touched him. And now Barbario's colossal stamina. Going to use. I'm going to save the rage tokens. And he gets it. A very lucky Hulk can triumph over all. The 6, so he didn't need to use the rage tokens. This didn't bother using the rage tokens. Barbario will now eliminate himself from the game. Knock back left to right. Go to some. Back on in there. Uh, 24 attack on 16 defense. This guy over here, Slatterns to the right of me, robots to the left, and Hulk's right here. Right there. 2 rage tokens. Juggernaut's invulnerability. Juggernaut's got 2 invulnerability tokens. Hulk's got 2 rage tokens. I see the camaraderie there. I see the dichotomy. Now, the synchronicity. Juggernaut did this. There. Took these with him, and that was an action he took. Now making a close combat attack on Striker Eureka. Assuming this can do anything. That hits with, that's a 9. 18. He has 17. That deals 4 damage. You have impervious. The first person you hit. No, it isn't. Impervious. What kind of robot is that? Striker Eureka. Checking Striker Eureka zones. Got Hulk, Slattern, Juggernaut, and Striker Eureka. 4 characters. Let's see. Slattern. And Slattern. There's Hulk. Juggernaut. So we'll have to check them eventually. If this did find Juggernaut here, save this person trouble than checking this bigger area first. And there's Juggernaut. Jugger me not. Jugger you have. But jugger me. Oh dear. Now we're based. Now, like, once again. Oh, but now I have. Do you have exploit weakness? Oh, you have that ranged combat attack now, but no move and attack. I think giants can shoot out of adjacency. I could range combat attack Hulk, and then do 2 attacks. This will do that. This could also shoot at him. This will, if Hulk reaches that stop click, then we'll use both attacks on Hulk. We found Slattern, Hulk, then Juggernaut in the corner. Juggernauty in the corner. Ranged combat attacking Hulk. Here come the jesters. 1, 2, 3. 7. And that misses by 1. That's a second. This one will not be penetrating. But it's an attack. It's hit. This one hits with 10. And it's not penetrating. So, and he has impervious. He has a chance to not take any damage. He does not get it. That's 2 damage. 19, and there's the stop click. And I don't have another attack. This is both. Beep, and he gets another rage token. If he heals to top click, and he's taking a colossal stamina push to do that. That might be his last click. You're not going to heal off me anymore, Slattern. Well, at least he has move and attack this time if he can survive. Rolling regeneration using all of the rage tokens. 5 plus 3, that's 8, minus 2 for regeneration, that's 6. And that's a colossal stamina push, rolling for his colossal stamina. 1, he didn't get it that time, so he takes a click for that. No, not the impervious click. And he still has those 2 action tokens. He will not give up, this guy. That is Hulk's turn. Token and move. 7, line up out here, right next to Slattern, it seems. Oh, here. Now he can make a close combat attack against Striker Eureka. 9 hits 20, and he has 16. It's 3 damage. He has 11 attack. I just believe he had 10 attack. Does it reduce his attack? No, he has 11 attack. He's had 11 attack this whole time. 3 damage. He takes 1. That's all he needs. First character you've dealt damage to. This hopes you're proud of yourself. Striker Eureka must be eliminated. How many zones are you in? Just this one, the suspects. Right on the end. Nice and easy. There.